And what's up, fam? Hopefully your guys' New Year's is pretty good because mine's been, well, pretty decent. Nothing really out of the ordinary, but you know what? You guys aren't here for that. What you guys are here for is a pretty poor take from Reforge Gaming about Suicide Squad. Now, hopefully YouTube doesn't demonetize me on that one because, you know, that's the name of the game. That's the name of a certain comic book group. So YouTube, chill out on that, please. And like I say before we dive right into this content, fam, please make sure to like, comment in the comment section because I always like talking to you guys, and subscribe to the channel. I'll definitely have more of this type of content coming for you guys. And hey, like I always say before we start our videos, please make sure to go grab yourself a drink and a nice little snack, and let's just go ahead and just dive right into this content.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will be a good game. At least I think it's going to be a good game.
Oh, this should be really good, especially knowing his history, how he's been dealing with Destiny. Yeah, this one is going to be an interesting ride. So buckle in, people. We're going to have a fun old grand time. And for the love of God, please, Reforge, please have some good fucking arguments for this, for the love of God.
And many people have written this off for two reasons, just sort of saying they already think the game is going to be bad or they're just completely uninterested in it. And those two reasons are the fact that it will be a live service game, as well as the fact that the gameplay is gun focused.
Okay, putting the side of fucking microtransactions, loot boxes, season passes, yeah, a lot of people are not liking the fact that this is going to be a gunplay focused game. Meaning, like, I don't know. I'm a big fan of fucking King Shark, right? And you know what I expect King Shark to do? Nom nom. But do you know what I see in the game trailers, the gameplay that they provide to us? All I see is him using guns and jumping around and executing people, not eating the enemies like he's supposed to be. This game feels like a Destiny clone ripoff. So that's why a lot of people are just turned off from it, saying, I am so sick and tired of these Destiny fucking clone games that barely innovate, mind you, just so they can make a quick buck off of a franchise. We're sick and tired of this. We're sick and tired of live services that shove these microtransactions down our throat, these loot boxes, you name it. We're all sick and tired of live service. That's why a lot of people are just like, you know what? I could survive without this. I'll just watch some other poor sucker play it on Twitch or on YouTube, which is probably going to end up being me, unfortunately.
A lot of people just writing it off, saying it's going to be a bad game. Now, I readily acknowledge why that is disappointing for many people, given Rocksteady's history and what many people were hoping for.
I mean, do you, Reforge? Because let's be honest here for a quick second here. A lot of people saw the gameplay, where they saw the loot system, where they saw the microtransactions, the fucking battle pass. Yeah, a lot of people that they're trying to cater to love story games like Arkham Knights and like so many others I can't remember right now. They love the story-based games. They would love to have a Arkham game where it's co-op, or like this game right here, Suicide Squad, where it has co-op and everything in there. It would be fantastic. But unfortunately, corporations like to inject microtransactions, loot boxes, fucking season passes into these type of things, and makes that the priority over the gameplay, the story, and God, don't even get me started on the story because I know how it's going to go.
But I actually think this game has potential to surprise us.
I really wish I could say this game is going to be a good game, but under certain circumstances, I don't know if a certain thing's going to bite me in the ass, so it's probably best if I don't say certain things, if you catch my drift.
Many people were hoping for a very good story-focused, melee-based game, you know, similar to what we got in the Arkham games, but the story is actually a huge focus of this game. They outlined that in a recent video.
They all say this. The developers aren't the problem in this situation. It's the executives that come in and, we need to cut this out. We need to take this out. We need to monetize this. And that's the problem, though, that a lot of people are getting sick and tired of. This isn't just going to be a story to be told by the Suicide Squad on how they eliminated the Justice League. No, this is going to be a live service, which means all the fucking concentration is going to be on the live service, not the story.
The first Suicide Squad Insider video, they did that in November of 2023. I actually thought the story aspects looked really solid.
Look, I'm not trying to poo-poo on anybody's parade here, but the fact that they're only talking about this game and they've only showed us little bit of gameplay, I don't have hope for this game. And it shows. It still gives me the Destiny vibes, which is why a lot of people have zero hope for this game. They are not interested in another Destiny clone, but apparently Reforge is.
I thought that the characters, the voice acting, and the setup were all well done.
So if it sounds good and it looks good, that means it's really good, isn't it? Man, we really haven't learned our lesson from Destiny 2 and Destiny, haven't we, Reforge? Like, seriously, you're either repeating your mistakes again, or you're trying to find another outlet, just like how you did with Destiny.
They have to set up a world where that makes sense. Like, if you're roaming around, you got to have activities. You got to have baddies sort of roaming the city and tearing things apart and shooting at you, okay? I think they did this well in Arkham Knight, and given the comic book setting, I actually don't think the story setup of Kill the Justice League is beyond the pale.
As far as I could see, with all the fucking insiders, the trailers and everything, we haven't seen any of that. They haven't shown any of that. This looks like a Destiny clone ripoff. How do you not piece that together as to why people do not like this game and that they're already writing it off as it currently is? Because it's a Destiny clone. It looks like a Destiny clone. It sounds like a Destiny clone, and it probably smells like one.
Pretty iconic looking, and the minute you see him, you kind of think, hey, I'd like to play as a giant shark, right? But I think folks are writing off the story immediately because of the gun-focused gameplay and the live service aspect.
Gee, Jimmy Neutron, I wonder what brain blast you thought that up of. Like, seriously, dude, this is the reason why people are dissatisfied with it. I want to play as a shark, not just any shark, King Shark. King Shark is not famous for, let me take this gun and go pew, pew, pew. No, King Shark is famous for going nom-noms on the enemies. And throughout the whole gameplay, the character trailer, and everything, I haven't seen a single one of that at all. And that's why a lot of people are just like, yeah, you know what, we're going to go ahead and pass this off because it's just a... It's just a Destiny clone, and there's nothing really any substance to it.
They could be adding content episodically. You could have new villains, new areas, new missions, new loot to chase because, you know, almost like adding comic books to an existing story or changing things up and having a new villain come in and the whole city completely changes. That could, I think, really keep things fresh in live service aspect. I know people don't necessarily like live service. They're like, listen, I just want a game to play and then put down later, or maybe do some story DLC. I get that.
I'ma plant me a dumbass tree.
How in God's name, Reforge, are they supposed to do that? No, seriously, what's the title of this game called, Reforge? Do you know the fucking name of it? It's called Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. And when you beat this game and you eliminate the Justice League along with another villain, what are they supposed to do after? What villains are they supposed to add after they eliminate the Justice League? What content can you add? Because none of it would make sense to add to it. With Destiny, I can understand. It's on the Destiny fucking title right there. There's no fucking implication on it. But when it says Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, that means once the Justice League is gone, it's done. It's done and over. So what the fuck else could you add to this? This Reforge just loves to piss me off.
That tells me a lot of other families and groups of friends are likely to play this game and have a good time with it. This is something that I think is getting lost in the immediacy of live service hate or criticism about, well, the gameplay is too gun-paced.
Yeah, that's what I really want to subject my friends to, another boring-ass Destiny ripoff game that does nothing to innovate at all. Not a single ounce of innovation. Like, yeah, cool, you get to fly really high in the sky, then you slam into the ground. Like, for example, earlier, I don't know if you guys saw that footage of his, but King Shark launched all the way into the air and then fucking dove down right into the building, which should have destroyed that building, mind you, but it didn't. So it's like, Where's the fun? Where's the innovation? That's what people are saying. This game isn't fun. And trust me, like I said, I would not subjugate my friends or families to this. And if anybody else is thinking about doing that to their own friends and families, please don't. Please don't. If this turns out to be a really fantastic game, go right ahead. But if this turns out to be another Destiny clone, do not subjugate your family and friends to this.
Having a fun game like this to play with your friends is just kind of absent right now.
Are you kidding me right now? There's mission games that you can play with your friends. There's Final Fantasy XIV, Minecraft, Phasmophobia, Lethal Company, Baldur's Gate 3, Among Us, Gunfire Reborn, Stardew Valley, GTFO, Team Fortress 2, Warframe, Killing Floor 2, BattleBit Remastered, Halo Infinite, Halo MCC, Sons of the Forest, Titanfall 2, Valheim and Brawlhalla, and another one, I don't know if I even suggested it yet, Overcooked. Plenty of games that you could play with your friends if you had any, Reforge.
What's the goal that they set out to achieve? What's the thing that they tried to build?
To milk us of every last cent of fucking money that we have in our fucking pockets, Reforge.
I'm just going to continue to say that I love the dominance of single-player games on the 2023 sales charts as well as the Game Awards, but we should just leave room for fun games to play with buds.
I just named off like 10 plus games that you could have some really, really good fun with your friends. And it doesn't even have to be a shooter to have fun with those friends too. But here we are, simping for a live service that you haven't even played yet. Have you, Reforged?
Now, Arkham Knight is one of the best games with respect to how it has aged. But if you look at these character designs, they're actually very detailed and very, I would think, next-gen looking.
This game looks like Defiance upscaled on an Xbox One. Okay, this does not look like it's next gen. The details on there does not look good enough to even justify it. And you know what? That's fine. That's his opinion, but I'm going to be completely honest. This game does not look next gen.
Characters in a game like this, and I think you have to give credit where credit is due. The characters look good. The world looks smooth and fluid and fun to be in.
Yeah, no, I'm not buying any of that right now, Reforge. The way I just saw Harley Quinn right there, where you just tried to display her right there, she looked very stiff coming down with a gun. None of that looked right. It was like completed. Like, it looks like it's going to be buggy and disastrous on launch. That's what a lot of people are worried about with this game. But you seem to not understand that.
Overall, I just think this game is being judged too harshly, and it's not even out yet.
Yeah, no, when your game is priced at $70 with microtransactions, possibly loot boxes, and so many other predatory stuff, I don't think it deserves any fucking slack. They're turning it into a live service, okay? And they're making you pay for it. Mind you, keep that in mind. So I believe everybody that's looking at this and saying, yeah, I'm not interested in it, you having all this live services and you're charging me $70, I think it's pretty justified, Reforge.
But a lot of folks are going to say, listen, I was wrong about Kill the Justice League. It's actually good. Me and my friends are having a lot of fun with it. I think this one, there's this sort of undercurrent of doubt and skepticism, but it's going to change a lot of minds.
And that's what a lot of people said about Marvel's Avengers. But guess where Marvel's Avengers at right now? Currently offline, and nobody can play that game right now. Man, all those people that spent that money on that game can't even get a refund for the fucking things that they purchased. I wonder why a lot of people are avoiding live services when the red flag is right in front of them for them to fucking see, Reforge.
Now, if I'm wrong, I will be the first to admit it. I gave Gotham Knights almost no breaks. I was really harsh about that game because, in my opinion, it was awful. It played and looked and flowed like a mobile game.
You know, Reforge, if it does come out to be an absolute flop, I will be waiting for that video. I really will. And I'll be there sitting saying, I told you so. And everybody else did, but she didn't want to listen to them. But anyway, fam, that's pretty much it for all the content. And let me tell you, that one was a bit of a doozy. And I got a little heated there, but you know what? It wouldn't be Gar the Rage without the rage. Ain't that right, fam? But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys enjoyed this content, do all that sellout stuff. You already know what to do. I don't need to be on your guys' ass about it. But anyway, like I always say, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, fam.
You're like a